against him. So if that is indeed you, please let us know. That'd be a great little snippet of information. Apparently you're quite handy in the day as well.
I think there is another Rob Sylvester, isn't there, who runs the VRS team on the road.
Okay, maybe it's a different one, because I don't know Sylvester Brothers' dad's name. Right, here we go then. The lights are red. They are now out and away. Oh, wow, that's a lousy start there by Aaron Sylvester. He has lost 1, 2, 3, maybe 6, 7 places. Max McRae it was who hooked up beautifully. Absolutely no problems at all. The lights went out, his clutch went out, and away he's gone. So Max McRae is trying to make up for yesterday. He's got to try and get as good a start as possible. It looks like already, though, on the brakes for the Wilson hairpin there, I think Mr. Sylvester has made up a couple of places already. But that was a terrible start there for Aaron Sylvester. We'll wait and see if we can get them visually as they come back towards us out of Palmer's and down to Agostini's. And I'll leave the youthful eyes of Bradley to call the ball on that one.
Well, it is a Sylvester lead-in, but it's Max Sylvester on bike number 43 who's leading, because his brother Aaron Sylvester is in 4th, but he's just trying to put the challenge on Luke McRae. I think that was the runner-up from last year by 1 point was Luke McRae on bike number 16. He's been pushed down to 3rd now as Aaron Sylvester tries to recover after that relatively poor start for him. In fact, he was down, as you said there, Pete, around about 6th place as they went in towards Riches, but it's around the outside now. I think that's Ben Round. He could be going around the outside of and up the inside into Oggies. That's up to 2nd place now for Aaron Sylvester. So it's just his brother in front of him as they go round Williams and onto the back straight.
Indeed, there they go. Ben Round will be trying to stay in the slipstream as well. He's got a bit of almost double slipstream if he's that close to these 2 guys in front of him. Wait and see. Oh no, Aaron has got a beautiful toe on Max there, and he's pulled out past, and I think it's going to be business as usual at the sharp end of this field. And now we wait to see, is it going to be another Max in 2nd? Because as you say, we had a pair of Maxes yesterday, and Mr. Sylvester M would love to see his name on another silver medal. He'd prefer to see it on a gold medal, but I think his brother's already got his chiselling tools out and is hammering his name into that. Side by side up towards the bottom hole there in the midfield as we wait for the leaders to come round Corum's back towards us, and that looks like Aaron Sylvester from Max Sylvester from Ben Round. I've got the colours correctly sorted there. Marty Dello's bike getting quickly worked on at the side of the track there, but unfortunately it's going to be too late to make the race as we come up the straight then. For the first time we can get the whole field. It's Sylvester A ahead of Sylvester M. It's Round B, McRae L, McRae M, Kershaw A, Woodall P, O'Hara S, Wilkinson O, Dwyer C, Osborne S, Grimes M, Grimes C, Carter I, Stacey R, isn't it? It's Rachel.
It is, yep.
Then there's Jordan Butler, Adams. No, I'm going to stumble on Adams. John Hamilton, Gary Adorjan, and that's Jack Wolf. I'm not allowed to get my Wolves mixed up. I promise Connor I won't do that this weekend. Anyway, Aaron Sylvester with half a second advantage after that terrible start. So nothing special from the on the opening lap, of course, because you don't really set lap records in the opening lap unless they're very old lap records and you're very rapid indeed, which we have seen in the past, but we won't dwell on that particular point as we admire the skills of Aaron Sylvester as he, little by little, inch by inch, just opens up that gap. Brother Max is trying to go with him, but I think it's going to be a bit of a futile change, but he wants to finish as high as he possibly can, and 2nd place is his at the moment, because I think Ben Round's a little bit far away. Ben Round's riding a decent race himself, isn't he there, Bradley? So he's coming along very strongly indeed. So far in the championship this year, the overall championship being led by Luke McRae, man who finished runner-up last year, of course, to Dan North after that very exciting last race at the last round at Donington. It's Adrian Kershaw, 27 points behind, is also having a very consistent year, but Ben Round in 3rd place. He's 37 points behind Adrian coming here, but he's going to certainly close that gap by the time he disappears from here. Sean O'Hara, Max McRae, Pete Woodall, Aaron Sylvester, Mark Osborne, Max Sylvester and Philip Ianson are also inside the top 10. Philip's not here actually. I think he was involved in the start line at Cadwell Park, unfortunately, so he might be another one of the walking wounded, unfortunately. So get well soon if that is indeed your situation, please, Philip, because you were doing so brilliantly in the rookie championship, and I imagine you probably had quite a healthy lead in that. In fact, I'm going to have a quick look at the points. Yeah, 75-point lead ahead of Jordan Butler. So you're probably going to lose a good chunk of that lead, but if you can come back at the next round at Donington, it might not be too late to hold on. The trouble with rookie championships is you only get one shot at them, don't you, Bradley?
Yeah, that's absolutely it, isn't it? And I know Phil Ianson, he impressed at Olsen, I think it was, wasn't he? Because he was on pole position for one of the races as a rookie.
Yeah, very impressive indeed. Yeah, he went out there tricky qualifying conditions and got the tyres, the lines right. Absolutely worked out very well indeed for him.
What's interesting there is Max Sylvester and Ben Round, they've put in 2-minute 11s on that previous lap, which means they are 3 seconds quicker than the old lap record, but it also means that they're 3 seconds away from the new one.
That just shows the pace of Aaron Sylvester. To be fair, he's only going around in 2:09.9 at the moment, so he's only 4 or 5 seconds quicker than the old lap record at the moment, so nothing particularly special there. He's around about a second away from his own lap record, which is, I have to say, yesterday's conditions were far from ideal for lap records, so I'm wondering if we're going to see that 2:08 get chiseled away just a little bit more. What did he finish with yesterday as a best lap there,
2:08.8 in race 1, 2:09.3 in race 2. So look, he went purple in sector number 1 on the previous lap with a 1:27 flat. He's heading towards the second split now, and he's gone 0.6 quicker than his previous purple first split, Keith. So 1:26.4. He's on a quick lap here, I think it's safe to say.
Yeah, he's always on a quick lap.
Well, that is very true, yeah.
I don't think there's such a thing as a slow lap for him. Maybe the slow down lap, maybe. But he's making his way around Corums then.
Yeah, he's around Corums now, and Max Sylvester is in a relatively lonely second place, but still running strong, a 2-minute 11.2 on that previous lap for Max Sylvester. But Aaron Sylvester is already onto the front straight here, the centre straight, and we're looking for that lap time, 2-minute 9.986 on the previous lap, 2:08.8 to beat, and as he comes across the line, it's a 2:08.803, which is quicker than yesterday and a new lap record.
Another lap record for Aaron Sylvester, and again another big chunk taken off of the lap records. Best laps for the guys chasing him, his brother Max and Ben Round. They're in the low 2:11s and a high 2:11 for Ben. But the pace of Aaron out in front is absolutely phenomenal. Good battle going on between the McRae brothers there as well. Max, the heavyweight, just leads the middleweight Luke over the line by 1/10 of a second. Then a little bit further back, 5 seconds back, it's Adrian Kershaw having a good scrap with Pete Woodall and Owen Wilkinson there. Sean O'Hara's on his own. Go on, mate.
He is, yeah. That's that 100th of a second between Max and Luke McRae. As you said, they're number 62, Max McRae, and number 16, Luke McRae. We'll keep an eye out for them as they come down in towards Palmer's, turn 3. And it is Max McRae, 62, ahead of 16, Luke McRae. So they're having a good battle for 4th position overall. First in class for Max, and second in class for Luke. Aaron Sylvester already on his way round Oggies and on towards Williams. Max Sylvester on that previous lap pulled out about a half a second or 4/10 of a second over Ben Round. A few changes of position. That's the number 82 machine of Jack Wolf. He just moved in front of Gary Adorjan on that previous lap. That's for in-class position as well as on-track position. Carpenter ahead of Perkins, and as we said, Max McRae ahead of Luke McRae, but already down the back straight, and he's gone 4/10 quicker in the first split again, has Aaron Sylvester. 1:26.099. So what's that, 4/10 quicker? That'll be a low 2:08.
We're looking at a low 2:08 as he continues the pace as he did on the last lap.
Surely he's not looking for 2:07. That's impossible.
You do kind of worry about it, don't you? Maybe he should be in the Super Twin to the CB500. I think he'd probably be on the podium in that as well.
To this, right?
Yeah. Well, he did a remarkable 1:39 at Cadwell as well. Remember, on the same machine. Let's wait and see. Here he comes in over the line or towards the line of sheet. Now he's over the line and he stops the clock. It's another purple 2:08.308. That is just absolutely ridiculous. That makes him 3 seconds nearly exactly quicker than anybody else in this race. So to be fair, he's going slower, or maybe the others are just going quicker in the desperate hope to stay with him. What are you looking at there, mate?
No, the old record is 2:14.7. So what's that, 6.5 seconds underneath the old lap record, I think. We'll keep going on about it, because how many opportunities do you get to say someone is 6 seconds quicker than the lap record?
You know what I mean? That's just absolutely phenomenal.
Rider down at Murray's, unfortunately. Keith will keep an eye on it for someone who potentially is dropping down the order. Colt Dwyer found his way through, and Sean O'Hara on that previous lap. Rider down at Murray's is up and okay. Just waiting for Mark Osborne, who's dropping down the screen.
I'm thinking it could well be Mark.
Yeah, the man who took a race winner, Alton Parker, round 2 of this season, is dropping down the timing screen, and unfortunately it could well be Mark who's dropped that CB500 up at Murray's. But Mark is up and on his feet and perfectly okay, and yellow flags will be waving into Murray's, so no overtaking at the moment.
Yep, his chances in this race have disappeared faster than Keir Starmer's career this week, so we can at least sympathise with him. I'm just having a look at Aaron Sylvester going down the back straight there, and I'm looking at the timing screen. I can't believe it's going to be another purple. Surely not. He can't do 3 in a row. He doesn't. He's a tenth of a second slower than he was last time. Absolutely ridiculous. So he's looking good for another 2:08 at this rate, which would be just unheard of. It really is. Just keep breaking that record time after time after time.
Everyone underneath everybody inside the top 5 have gone underneath the old lap record, to be fair. Luke McRae 2:14 flat, Max McRae 2:13.3, Max Sylvester 2:11.2, Ben Round 2:11.8. But as you said, Aaron Sylvester 2:08.308. He's already through Murray's, and when he comes across the line this time around, it will be to start the the penultimate lap. So lap 5 there, is it? Yep, lap 5 of...
Yep, 5 of 7, so you're right.
5 laps down, we're starting lap 6 now.
Yeah, that's right, you got it right. So yeah, he only does a 2:08.693 this time, so quite slow really.
Yeah, I might have to get a CB show him how it's done at this rate.
Yeah, righto, okay.
I'll be doing 8 minutes 2, not 2 minute 8.
You be fine, boy. Ben Round there holding on to his solid third place there. Forgotten me, got
it
mate.
Looks like Luke McRae's got a problem. He's not tucked in or anything like that at all. And on that previous lap of 2:16, which is 2 seconds away from his personal best, and he was in a fight with his brother Max, but Luke McRae has lost 2 seconds on that previous lap. He's now 3.2 seconds away from his brother. 5.6 up the road from Adrian Kershaw, who went about 7/10 of a second quicker.
Well, it's the overall points, of course. These guys are involved in a lot of class battles as well, and what that could mean for Luke is that Pete Woodall, who is not too far off the money here, with a couple of laps to go, he could well be closing him down for that second place in the class, the C2, the middleweight class there. Leader of the big boys class is Max McRae at the moment. Lightweights Aaron Sylvester, and Max Sylvester is the middleweight. So a little bit of a weight difference between the two boys there. They don't look substantially different, did they? So I wouldn't be surprised if Aaron is at the top end of the lightweights and Max is at the bottom end of the middleweights, something like that.
Purple in sector number 1 for Aaron Sylvester.
I don't believe it. Another one. Well, at least it's not 4 in a row, 5 in a row. It's 4 out of 5 though. So 0.55, so he's gone 0.04 of a second quicker than his absolute best.
Yeah, 2:08.308, fastest lap of the race so far.
And I think he might have been held up just a little bit, and we're only talking fractions here, but he's gone past the back marker. That's the 9:09 of Smith as well, the rookie rider. So that, we are talking about a lap record pace here, so it's only fractions of a second, but it could be what prevents him from doing yet another ridiculous lap time. It'll still be a ridiculous lap time, don't get me wrong. There's still going to be a 2:08, I imagine. Here he comes over the line then. Oh, it's a 2:09, so he has actually lost quite a bit of time in his world.
Sorry, I was just watching him going towards Richards there. Looks like he just maybe even down the gear and just throws it in. Maybe has a little breath on the brakes. As the gap's closed up there between Max Sylvester and Ben Round. It was about 1.5 seconds. It's now down to 0.3 of a second because Ben Round has put in a personal best lap of the race as they start the final lap now. 2-minute 11.671 compared with a 2-minute 12.4 for Max Sylvester. Aaron Sylvester's already on his way out of Palmer's and heading towards Agostini's on this final lap. And he's found his way through on one of the tail enders. But the battle for second position overall here, Keith, is definitely not over because it's less than half a second between Max Sylvester and Ben Round.
Well, that hurry-up flag has gone out, and as we were talking with Sean O'Hara yesterday, that makes a big difference to your mentality in your race, complaining about not seeing one at Scarborough last week, of course. And Luke McRae's done another relatively slow lap. Unfortunately, it's a 2:16.9. As you say, it's about nearly 3 seconds off his absolute best, but the guys behind are in the 2:15s. They're having their own little battle there, but they're still about 4 seconds away, so Luke McRae might be safe in that 5th place at this stage, because they've got to make up a couple of seconds, so I think he should be able to hold on to that second in class, 5th overall before the end of the race. Gary Dorjan going past on Adams on that particular lap. That's the only real move, but I think we'll keep an eye on that battle for the second place, because that's the main action attraction at the moment. As you say, Ben Round went that a little bit quicker on that particular lap, and quite a bit quicker really, 0.8 of a second, so he's gained a whole fistful of gap there. Let's have a look. The 43 and the 66, they're making their way up towards the bomb hole, just trying to work out where our leader is. Well, he's on the front straight heading back towards us. 16.191, that was the gap between himself and Max. Over the line he comes, then says hello yet again to the checkered flag for the umpteenth time in his young life, and it's a 2:09.128, so again a relatively slow lap.
That was 6 thousandths away from his previous lap.
Yeah.
2:09.122 and then a 2:09.128. It's pretty consistent for Aaron Sylvester, and it's a race win number 3 of 3 in the Thunderbike 500s, as across the line comes Max Sylvester and Ben Round, and it was Max Sylvester who just got there first, only by 6/100ths of a second, so it's Sylvester's 1 and 2 again, as it was in race number 2 yesterday. And then coming across the line now is the number 62 machine of Max McRae, 4th overall. And next up should be Luke McRae, who is losing a couple of seconds per lap, but there goes Luke across the line now. 2:16s for him, and then it's Pete Woodall, Adrian Kershaw, who are having a race long battle. 7/100ths of a second the advantage for Pete Woodall ahead of Adrian Kershaw. Then Owen Wilkinson at just 3.5 seconds away. Colt Dwyer across the line now to take 9th overall. Then it's Sean O'Hara to complete the top 10.
Colt also picks up second in the heavyweight class, between heavyweight winner behind heavyweight winner Max McRae in that race as well. Pete Woodall does indeed finish in 6th place, 3rd of the C2, the most popular class there. So well done, Pete. Some more useful championship points, and again that's another man who knows how to win a championship, having done so in the MZs. Pete's also raced quite a few bikes over the years, including power bikes and various other things. So we turn the pages yet again, or quite a few pages to turn over, because we've got to turn over all the result sheets from the Thunderbike 500s as the last of them make their way over the line.